In an ideal world, disasters like fires, floods, and hurricanes wouldn't happen. Necessities like food, water, and shelter are not often in jeopardy for those of us living in first world countries. But when they are, it can leave you feeling powerless. In this video, we're going to discuss what you can do to regain some of that power and fill your own needs in an emergency situation. The first point that we're going to talk about is food storage, and while that's really important, a lot of people do not have the recommended 3 days worth of food on hand at any given moment for each member of their family. If you have found yourself in a situation where you are unprepared and disaster is looming, all is not lost. I'll leave some resources in the description box below for you so that you can do some research on natural, native edibles in your area. The second point, which in my opinion is not discussed nearly enough, is the storage of water. Many people do not have any water stored in their home at all, let alone the 3 days worth recommended for each member of the family. If you still have access to running water, but you feel that that access may be compromised even just for a few hours, start the preparation now. Whether you are filling jugs and bottles with tap water or stopping up your tub and filling it, do something to better your situation, but make sure that you are taking into account that you need water for everyone's drinking and cooking and washing, including personal hygiene. Next, I would like to take a minute to talk to you about shelter. Chances are you are already inside of some kind of dwelling, and in that case, I urge you to fortify your existing shelter if possible. For example, in the case of a hurricane, people are urged to board up their windows with plywood to minimize the risk of damage to the structure and to themselves. If you are in a situation, for whatever reason, where you do not have a safe, stable structure to ride out your emergency in, or if you feel like the emergency situation could compromise your structure, I encourage you to know where emergency shelter can be sought. Whether this is churches in your area or Red Cross shelters that have been set up temporarily, know in advance, if at all possible, where you should be going and discuss an action plan with your family and your loved ones to get to that place together or separately. And of course, if you find yourself in a rural area or in an area of complete decimation, I encourage you to have another backup plan in the form of a temporary emergency shelter, such as a tent. The fourth topic that I want to bring to you is hygiene, because hygiene in an emergency situation is incredibly important. I have videos available for you for how to make a temporary off-grid toilet and for how to do low-tech laundry. But just today, I tested a video that I saw a few days ago in which you make a off-grid, low-tech, completely free shower out of just a grocery bag. Take a look. If you find yourself in a situation where you have no running water, but you still need to shower and bathe, but you need to conserve some water, you can get fancy camping showers, which are effectively a bag you hang up full of water and use to spray yourself. But you can use your regular shower with the drain and a bag of collected water. You can see that this bag has come pre-equipped with holes in it. But if you are lucky enough to have a higher quality bag that doesn't have holes in it, you can create a spout with just a pin. Oh no. And you can clean yourself that way. The last thing that I wanted to talk to you about today is medical care. Oftentimes in an emergency situation, there are a lot of people with varying medical needs and not enough people and resources and time to see to all of them. If you have the time and the money and the means, you can help to take yourself out of this equation by contacting your doctor and seeing if they can provide you with an emergency supply of any medications that you take on a regular basis, so that you don't run out when there is no way to get more. If any of your medications have to be refrigerated, please be proactive now. Place some water bottles in the freezer and be prepared to put them in a cooler or some other container with your medication if the power goes out and the refrigeration stops. Finally, assemble some kind of a first aid kit. Even if you don't have traditional bandages and medicines on hand, there are still things around your house that you can gather up that would be beneficial in the case of an emergency. There's another video that I'm making available here that will show you how to make homemade compression bandages, just in case. All of the videos and resources that I've mentioned today can be found in the description box below. If there's something that I have not covered in this video that you think needs to be said, please leave it in the comments so that other people still get a chance to see it. And if you have any questions about anything that we've covered today, make sure to leave them in the comments as well, and I will get back to you. If you're watching this video today in preparation for an emergency, I hope you found this content helpful. If you know of anyone else that could benefit from this information, please share it with them. We'll all get through this together. As always, I'd like to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye!